By 2 months, your baby's vision is improving and she pays the most attention to faces and geometric shapes. When your baby is awake, alert, and quiet, she will begin to follow things with her eyes. At this age, your baby begins to coo and gurgle and smile at you. She hears quite well, first becoming quiet, then turning her head towards the sound. Your baby is able to briefly calm herself and may bring her hands to her mouth to suck. She may cry or fuss when she wants an activity to change. By 2 months, your baby's arm and leg movements are smoother and less jerky. She is beginning to hold her head up and may try to push up when lying on her tummy. Remember, when your baby is awake, she needs some tummy time each day, but should still be sleeping on her back. Tummy time helps minimize flat heads and improve head control. At 4 months, your child likes to smile, especially when she sees your face. She likes to imitate what your face is doing and may cry when you stop playing with her. Your child is beginning to babble and likes to copy sounds she hears.
I know.
She also cries in different ways to tell you when she's hungry, hurt, or tired. Your baby is using her eyes and hands together so she can follow an object and reach for it. She can also follow a moving toy side to side with her eyes. She can reach with one hand at a time and put most toys in her mouth. Remember to keep small toys away from your child at this age. Small as anything that can fit inside a paper towel tube. At 4 months, your baby is beginning to hold her head up and may be rolling. She tries to push up on her elbows when playing on her tummy. She may enjoy pushing down on her feet when you hold her upright. Be sure your child spends time playing on her tummy. This is important for head, neck, and shoulder development. Remember that infants should still be sleeping on their backs. A 6-month-old child is becoming very interested in the world. His distance vision has improved, and he likes to look at things around him. He knows familiar faces and is beginning to recognize strangers. He is beginning to respond to other people's emotions. He is often happy and loves to smile back at you. He is more able to interact with his environment by reaching for objects, passing them from hand to hand, bringing them to his mouth, or into his line of vision. Your baby likes to interact with others, especially you. He hears well, can locate a sound, and is starting to imitate sounds around you. He will imitate the sounds that you make, and this turns into a game of babbling. You will hear your child start to make consonant sounds like or b, and then add vowel sounds like ah, or o. You may hear him first say mama or dada, but this may not mean you at this time. At 6 months, your baby can express his own feelings, including joy or displeasure. By now, your child is able to roll in both directions. He is curious about objects and tries to get things that are out of his reach. He is interested in moving but may rock back and forth or even scoot backwards before moving forward. Your baby is starting to assume more upright positions, like sitting with support or up on his hands and knees. Upright positions offer a different view of the world. He likes to look at himself in a mirror. Your child is now supporting some of his weight and may even enjoy standing with your help. He may bounce on his legs with great enthusiasm. By 9 months, your baby is exploring her world more independently. She gets in and out of sitting position by herself and sits without support. She can crawl and pull herself to a stand by using objects for support, and can stand while holding onto furniture or your hands. At this age, your baby plays games like peekaboo
Where'd it go?
and looks for things she sees you hide. When objects fall, she is able to follow their path with her eyes so she can find them. This becomes a fun game, especially when these objects are her favorite toys. Your baby easily moves toys from one hand to the other and uses her fingers to point at things. With her index finger and thumb, she can pick up things like Cheerios. She puts everything in her mouth, so be careful to keep small objects out of reach. Remember that small means any object that can fit in a paper towel roll. At 9 months, your baby may cling to you around strangers or less familiar people, even if she has not been afraid of these same people before. Your baby makes a lot of different sounds now, like ma 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 and ba ba ba, and understands the word no. She likes to copy the sounds and gestures of others.
Yes, you can.
By 1 year, your child is more independent in her motor skills. She gets in and out of sitting without help, pulls up with the help of stationary objects in order to stand, and may walk holding onto furniture. Your child might even stand without help and may take those exciting first steps. Your child's communication is also improving, and she is now responding to simple requests like, "Find your kitty."
Can you do a circle? Can you put the circle in? Good job, line it up. Good job.
She also uses gestures such as shaking her head no or waving bye-bye. You will likely hear your child say mama or dada or exclamations like uh-oh.
Nose.
Nose.
You get Dada's nose?
She is trying to repeat words you say and puts together sounds that mimic your speech. Emotionally, your child may be shy around strangers and may cry if you leave the room. She probably has favorite toys or clothes and may have a preference for certain people. At the same time, your child is becoming more social. She may hand you a book when she wants to hear a story and engage in social games like peekaboo or pat-a-cake.
The doggies.
That's not.
And a little face plant.
When getting dressed, she helps by putting out her arm or leg. Your child is learning a lot about her world and likes to explore objects by shaking, banging, throwing, or poking them. She likes to put things in and take them out of containers and may start to use objects correctly like drinking from a cup or using a brush to comb her hair. Your child may be very affectionate with those she knows, but stay close to you in new situations. Or she may explore new areas as long as you are nearby. Emotionally, your child may be fearful of strangers at this age and may have temper tantrums which are best handled by ignoring or redirection. By 18 months, your child has gained a lot of new motor skills. She is walking independently and likes to push and pull toys while she rocks. She may be walking up steps or running. Your child helps to undress herself and has developed enough control to drink from a cup
Slowly.
and eat with a spoon.
Mommy wants a bite.
Your toddler's language and communication abilities have also improved, and she has at least 10 single words she uses consistently. She points to things to show what she wants or to show you something of interest. At this age, your child may engage in simple pretend plays such as feeding a doll or making car noises. She points out things that interest her and likes to hand you things and play. She also likes to scribble with crayons and paper. At this time, your toddler is learning a lot and knows what ordinary things are, such as a phone, a brush, and a spoon. She can point to 1 or 2 body parts.
Where's baby's hand? Where's baby's hand? Yeah. Baby's foot. Baby's foot. Baby's foot.
And she can follow one-step verbal commands such as sit down.
Wash your face.
Your child has become quite social by 24 months and may get excited when she is around other children. She mainly plays beside other children, but may begin to include them in games like chase. Because your child is becoming more independent, she may also start to show more defiant behavior by doing what she has been told not to do. Your child's communication has grown and she is able to point to objects when they are named.
What did you see? I think it hurt.
She knows the names of familiar people and has a vocabulary of at least 50 words. Your child is using 2 to 4 word sentences to ask you for things, tell you something, or voice complaints.
It's camera.
By now, you should understand at least half of what your child says. Your child can follow simple 2-step instructions such as, please pick up your shoes and give them to me.
You take off your socks and give them to me? Okay. Okay.
She can also identify many body parts and pieces of clothing. At 24 months, your child can stand on tiptoes. She is running and walking up and down stairs. Your child can kick and throw a ball now, and she can climb up and down furniture without help. Your child is learning to draw lines and circles and is beginning to sort shapes and colors.
That one. Okay.
She is building block towers and may use one hand more than the other. She can complete sentences and rhymes in familiar books and can name animals such as dog, cat, and bird.
I saw a red
Cow.
a cow looking at me.
She copies older children and adults in simple make-believe play and likes to find things that have been hidden. At 3 years of age, your child has developed many social skills. He shows affection for friends, takes turns when playing, and understands the idea of mine, his, or hers.
Your turn.
My turn?
Or.
Your child shows a wide range of emotions, including concern for friends who are upset.
No. They ate me.
He's gonna eat you. Who's gonna eat you? The horse?
The horse ate me.
He likes to copy what you and other adults are doing, but separates easily from you in new situations.
Help me push. Ready? Oh. Nice work.
Your child's language has improved, and he can be understood by strangers most of the time.
I need key.
Oh, the keys are put away.
He can name most familiar objects, including friends, and can say his name, age, and gender.
What's your name?
Victoria.
Your child understands words like in, on, and under.
Can't go under.
Can't go under. Okay. Will he get an owie if you go under?
In conversation, your child says words like I, me, we, and you, and is using 2 to 3 sentences at a time. Motor skills are well developed by 3 years, and your child is able to run, climb, walk up and down stairs easily, and ride a tricycle. He can also dress and undress himself independently. By 3, your child is learning by exploring his world and is able to problem solve during play. He understands how to make toys work that have buttons, levers, and moving parts, and can screw and unscrew jar lids and turn door handles.
Put it in. In. Turn. Yep, you got it. Open. What's inside?
He can complete a puzzle with 3 or 4 pieces and build a 6-block tower.
Ready, set, dash.
Make-believe play includes dolls, animals, and people.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Is he okay? Does he need a shot? Is he all better?
Yes.
Not yet. Okay. He's looking his ear.
He can turn book pages one at a time and can copy circles with a crayon.
Ooh, what is that? But.
There's mud on that pig.